apologize for being so tardy with that. I would echo all the comments that have been said. I might anchor them in a different context, a bit historically. Our time together at university. I was a classmate with Rob in Waterloo, and so was Carl, who's at the back there. And I feel almost like I'm speaking on behalf of the other 100 idiots that we were with. And Carl may be the only one that gets this, but you know, when you spend 5 years in school with the same gang, day in and day out, I mean, it's like a marriage. Like a weird marriage, but there's some really, really, really tight bonds, and you know they don't care about time, and I say that because you know I haven't been able to spend as much time with Rob in the last 30 years as I did in the first 5 of that I knew him, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, and that's a Rob statement as much as anything else, and I'm blessed to be able to say that. There's reference to our trip to Europe, so I'll briefly talk about some of those things, the humor, you know, his sense of humor, the way he went about things, and his sense of adventure. I think it grew, and maybe even it sort of, the seed was grown in that little trip. It was a big trip. We started in Ireland. And this is an interesting part of it because, you know, I see the pictures and the talk of Rob, the athlete, and, you know, I'm not quite sure he fit that mold. You know, like, should have been, you know, the lifestyle of Waterloo engineering. I hear there was some drinking going on there. I saw it in the distance, I think. But I tell you, you know, I couldn't keep up with him when we rented bike. I think it was like $10 a week to rent bikes in Killarney, in Ireland. There's no, you know, I'll see you at the hostel, buddy. Like, there's no way I'm keeping up with that guy. And I wasn't surprised when, you know, 5 years later he said, yeah, I'm going in a triathlon. Okay, well, I'm not, you know. We had some great memories there, and they transcend time. And I'm blessed to think about them, and I'm obviously, like probably everyone here, been thinking about a lot of those memories with Rob recently, you know, because of the circumstances, and to me that's a blessing that we can take out of, you know, the fact that, you know, in the last 3 days I've touched base, you know, phone, video, in person with 5 people that are really important in my life, and you know, I gave my brother a hug yesterday, and you know, I hadn't seen him in 3 years. He looked at me like I had 3 heads. Like, what are you doing, right? Like, just shut up, okay? Take it. And you know, I hugged Carl there about 2 hours ago, and he kind of gave me that look too, right? It's just, you know, life is frail and fragile, and it's good to reach out and connect with the important people, and I thank Rob for instilling that in me, and of course to be able to just reminisce about some of his memories are just awesome, and I'm conscious of the fact that Brian probably is shaking. He needs to say something else now, so at that. But I'm honored to be here and honored to be part of the celebration, and cherished to have been part of Rob's life.